So create, alter, drop. One more is there. What is that? Is truncate. Okay, now then. So what is like create? Create is for create table. Create table structure. Okay, now alter, modify the structure, drop, remove the structure. Okay, now then create the structure, change the structure, remove the structure, create the data, create the data. To create the data, insert. To change the data, update. To remove the data, delete. So one acts on structure, another one acts on data. Just here, one is left. What is that is called truncate. Okay, then. So truncate what deletes all the data from table. Truncate deletes all the data, but keeps what's that structure. Structure is not deleted. Data is deleted. So deletes all the data from table, but keeps what structure. Delete will truncate will empty the table. Okay, then. So truncate command deletes all the data, will empty the table. Truncate will empty. Emptying the table means deleting all the data. Truncate releases memory allocated for table. Okay, na? Truncate releases memory allocated for table. Okay, then. So deletes all the data means empty the table. Table becomes empty. After truncate, table becomes empty, and whatever memories table is taking, that memory is what released. If the table is taking what's that 100 kilobytes, the table is occupying 100 kilobytes. The table is taking 1 gigabytes, 1 GB. So this 1 GB is memory is what released. Okay, now after executing truncate, whatever the memory the table is taking, that memory is what released. When the memory is released, this memory is allocated for some other data. Okay, then understood that. So how to use truncate? Truncate table what table name? Truncate table name. Example what? Then you see, suppose this is the table. Select start from EMP. Select start from EMP. So data is there now. Yes. Now what is my command is truncate table what EMP. So EMP table is truncated. EMP table is truncated means all the data from EMP table is what deleted. So table becomes empty. Just check the table, select start from what EMP. See the table, select start from EMP. So table is empty or not? Yes. All the data is what, sir? Deleted. Okay. Then can we roll back this operation? Can we roll back this operation? No. What I said, if you want to roll back, we have to execute one command. What is that command? Set implicit transactions on. So without executing this command, you cannot roll back. Rollback will not work. Rollback work only if this is on. Understood? Then. Okay, now? Then. So that's all. So this is what's a truncate. Nothing more than this. Deleting all the data. But structure is there or not? Yes, structure is not deleted. Structure means columns. Columns are not deleted, but data is deleted. Okay, then. But frequently in interviews, they'll ask what the difference, explain the difference between drop, delete, truncate, like this. They will ask like this. Okay, because all the three are for deleting. Yes or no? They will ask, tell me the difference between these three. Explain the differences. Then remove the table. Complete table is removed. Okay, na? Table structure is deleted. Data is also deleted. But what is this is delete command deletes data, but keeps delete command deletes only the data, but not structure. Truncate also deleting the data, but not structure. So confusion is not between three, confusion is between these two. This is separate. Why this is separate? It is deleting the structure and data. But these two commands deleting only the data, but not structure. So confusion is between these two commands. Okay. Then, so one frequently asked question is, what is the difference between delete and truncate? Okay, na? What is the difference between delete and truncate? Then, so what? Then delete. Next one, truncate. So what is the difference? Okay, then so oh, uh, delete command what? Oh, yes. Okay. So, and first one difference is delete is what's that? DML command. Truncate comes under DDL command. So this is DML. This comes under DML. This truncate comes under what's that? DDL. Next. And using delete command, can we delete specific row? Huh? Using delete, can we delete specific row? Yes or no? Huh? Can we delete specific row? Yes or no? Yes. So we can delete all rows, we can delete specific rows. But using truncate, can we delete specific rows? No. Then, so delete can delete what? Can delete all rows and specific rows. Truncate can delete only all rows, but cannot delete what? But cannot delete what? Specific rows. Can delete only all rows, can delete all rows and specific rows, but this can delete only all rows, but cannot delete specific rows. Okay, why? Because with delete command, where condition can be used or not? Yes, where condition can be used with delete. We can use where condition with delete, but where condition cannot be used with what? Cannot be used with truncate. Okay, na? Sir, we don't use where condition with DDL commands. We use where condition with only three commands. What are the three? You use where condition only in three commands. One is update. We can use where condition with update. We can use where condition with delete. We can use where condition with select. Three. Select, update, delete. We don't use where condition with what? Alter. We don't use where condition with drop. We don't use where condition with truncate. So we use where condition with only three commands: select, update, delete. You want to see the specific rows, then where condition. You want to update the specific rows, where condition. You want to delete the specific rows, where condition. Okay, then next one, fourth one, fourth, next. Suppose then, like how delete command works. How delete command works. Delete command, what's that? Deletes what? Row by row. How truncate deletes? Deletes all rows at a time. Okay, na? Delete command deletes row by row. How truncate deletes? All rows at a time. And delete command, see, then delete is what's that? Slower. Truncate is what? Faster. Sir, here, if you say delete, how delete will work? It go to first row. delete the first row. Go to second row, delete the second row. Go to third row, delete the third row. So it acts row by row, deletes row by row. But how truncate? Truncate will not go to row by row. Truncate will go to the memory, release the memory. So this table is there now, EMP table. You're truncating EMP table. Yes or no? Then what SQL? SQL server will go to memory. EMP table is occupying some memory. Na? It go to that memory, release the memory. It will not go to the data, delete the data. Okay. Sir, okay. Na? Understood. Then. So it go to the memory, release the memory. It will not go to row by row. So which is faster? Huh? Truncate is what, sir? Faster. Okay. Na? Then. So delete is slower. Truncate is faster. Next one. Then. And another one. Another one. So delete will not release what? Delete will not release what, sir? Memory. Truncate releases what? Memory. After executing delete command, immediately memory is not released. Maybe memory releases after some time. After executing truncate command, memory releases immediately. Okay, na? Immediately after executing the delete, you say delete from EMP, then it will not release the memory immediately. Data is deleted. Data is what? Deleted. Suppose the table is taking 1 GB. Okay, na? So this 1 GB is not released immediately. Maybe it is released maybe after some time. But in case of truncate, immediately the memory is what, sir? Released. Okay, then. So that means if you want to empty the table, which is efficient, you want to empty the table, which is efficient, truncate. Truncate is efficient. Okay, na? But you want to delete particular row, then compulsory you have to use delete. But when you want to delete all the data, empty the table, then truncate. And delete will not reset what? Identity. Delete will not reset identity, but truncate will reset what? Identity. Okay. So delete will not reset identity, but truncate will reset what? Identity. What is identity? We'll see. Just we'll discuss. Wait. Okay, na? Then that's all. What are these? These are all differences. Okay. Then next. Sir, delete is what? DML command. Truncate is what? DDL command. And delete can delete all rows and specific rows, but truncate can delete only all rows, but cannot delete specific rows. Where condition can be used with delete, but where condition cannot be used with truncate. How delete command acts row by row. Truncate will delete all rows at a time. And this is slower, this is faster. It will not release memory, truncate releases memory. Delete will not reset identity, but truncate will reset identity. That's all. So this is the differences. Okay. Then understood. Next. So here, then now here actually see then now what you lent some basic commands. You lent some basic commands on tables. Okay. Then suppose I want to create one table, customer table, customer ID, customer name, customer address. I want to create one table. Then what is the command? Huh? Create table. Create table. I want to insert this row into the table. Huh? I want to insert this row into the table. Command is insert. I want to change this address from Mumbai to Bangalore. Suppose update. I want to add a new column called age. I want to add a new column called age. Alter. After adding into this column, I want to insert the data. Suppose 30, 40 something. I want to insert the data. Then update. I want to remove this column from the table. I want to remove the column. Alter. Columns means alter. I want to remove this row from the table. Delete. Okay. I want to remove this row from the table. Delete. I want to empty this table. Truncate. I want to remove this table. I want to remove the table. Drop. Command is drop. Okay. Then. So I want to create the table. Okay. Na? I want to create the table. Command is create. I want to insert the row into the table. Command is insert. I want to change this salary 6,000 to 8,000. Update. I want to add a new column called job. Command is alter. After adding, I want to insert the data into the new column. Command is what? Update. Then I want to remove this column from the table. Alter. I want to remove the row from the table. Delete. I want to empty this table. Truncate. I want to remove the table from database. Drop. Okay. That's all. Next. Suppose just one is there. What is that is? I want to change this what's the table name. What the table name is EMP. I want to change the name of the table. Rename the table. SP underscore what? Rename. SP rename. Okay. What is this is? This is what's the command to change what? Table name. Okay. Na? Command to change the table name. So command to change what? Name of the table. Table name. Using this command to change table name or column name. Okay. Na? We can change the table name or we can also change what's that? Column name. Then. So SP rename old name to new name. What is SP means? SP stands for stored procedure. SP stands for stored procedure. SP rename. Old name to new name. Okay. Then example. Then okay. Na? Example. Rename table EMP to employees. Rename the table EMP to employees. What? Rename the table EMP to employees. Then SP underscore rename EMP. Then what? Employees. So SP rename EMP employees. So the table name is changed from EMP to what's that? Employees. Yes or no? Then. So let's see here. Then execute this command. Okay. Na? So command executed. Now see select star from what? EMP. Select star from EMP. You see this? Then it is saying invalid. Why? Because this name is changed to employees. So then you have to use the name what? Employees. Yes or no? Select star from employees. Understood? Then. Okay. So what we are doing is changing the table name. But I want to change this column name. What is the column name? Commission. I want to change this name to bonus. Okay. Na? Suppose then, for example, rename column what? Commission to bonus. Then instead of saying commission, I want to change this name to bonus. And then SP rename, then commission to what? Commission to what? Bonus. Okay. Then error. What it is saying? No item with name commission found in the current database. No item with name commission found in the current database means what it is thinking? It is thinking that commission is a table name. But commission is not table name. Commission is what? Column name. Then you have to tell SQL Server commission is the column belongs to EMP table. Yes or no? Then how to mention? You have to like this. What the table name? Employees. Employees dot commission. Now it understand that commission is what? Column belongs to employees table. Then let's see what then change it. Yes or no? Now see the table. Select start from what? employees. Select start from employees. See this. So name is changed or not? Yes. Okay. So table name means directly you can write like this. Column name means column name. Column name means what? Table name dot column name. Okay, na? Understood? Okay, that's it. Clear? Okay. So what you learned what basic commands. Then here, if you see this, the last one, what is identity? Okay, identity. What is this identity is? Okay, na? Let's see. Identity. What is identity is? Identity used to generate what? Used to generate sequence numbers. Identity is used to generate what's it? Sequence numbers. Used to auto increment column values. Some field values I don't want to input, the value should be automatically generated. Okay, na? The value should be automatically what's it? Generated. So, like suppose, for example, like you go to orders, okay, na? Then you go to Amazon, you place orders. When you place order number is generated automatically. Nobody will input the order number, yes or no? Order number is generated what? Automatically. You go to ATM, you do the transaction. After doing the transaction, you'll get a slip. On that slip, it prints what's that? Transaction ID. Automatically generated or not? Nobody entered transaction ID. So transaction ID is automatically generated. So how to generate this one? By using what? Identity. So if you want to generate the field values, then use identity. Okay, then. So how to declare identity? Identity, what's that? Seed, comma, increment. Okay, na? Identity is declared with two. What that is? Seed and increment. And seed is one. What is seed means? Seed means start. What is seed means? Start. Okay. Seed is optional. That means declaring seed is optional. Default is one. Default to one. That means if you don't declare seed, by default it takes how much? One. Next one. What is INCR means? INCR means what? Increment. Increment. This is also optional. Default is one. Okay. Then. So declaring seed and increment is not compulsory. If you don't declare then seed and increment, what is the default value? One. But suppose I don't want to start from one. I want to start from 100. Then I want to start from 100. Then here you say 100. 100 comma 1. 100 comma 1 means what? It starts from 100. Every time the value is incremented by 1. First time 100. Next time 101. Next time 102, 103. Like this. Okay. Then now let's see. Suppose example how to use this. Then for example, create table customer. Create table customer ID integer. Customer ID what's it? Integer. I don't want to input this customer IDs. Customer ID should be automatically generated. For generating this customer ID, I want to use what's it? Identity. So declare what? 100 comma 1. Customer ID. Identity. 100 comma 1. Okay. Then what is the meaning? So then that means customer IDs. Then that value starts from 100. Every time the value is incremented by 1. Okay. Next one. Name. Customer name. What? Varchar. Varchar of 10. Enough, no? Just testing. Then. So create this table. Okay. Create the table. So table is created. After creating the table, next one. After creating the table, insert the data. After creating the table, what's it? Insert. Insert into customer. But are you giving the values for both fields? Huh? No, I don't want to give the values for both. I want to give the value only for name. I don't want to give the value for ID because the value customer ID is auto incremented because it is declared with what identity. So then give the value for only name. Then how to mention? You have to say like this: customer name. So what you are telling, sir, here actually if you don't mention anything, then what it expects? It expect values for both fields, but you don't want to give the value for ID, you want to give the value only for name. Then you mention that I'm giving the value only for the name. C name values, suppose what, A. Then okay na. Then so you are inserting your one. When you execute insert command, a new row is created, a row is created, but what is inserted into customer ID? Value 100, value 100, not 1, value 100. Value 100 is inserted. Yes or no? Now, next one. Suppose I want to insert one more row. Then B. Next, I want to insert one more row. Then one more row is created. What is insert to customer ID? 101. I want to insert one more row. C. What is inserted is 103. 103. Like this. You see the table. Okay. 102. Select start from customer. You see the table. Then you see this 100, 101, 102. Yes, we are not entered the values. The values of customer IDs are automatically generated because it is declared with what, sir? Identity. That's all. Okay. Then understood. Now, no. Okay, na? Then that's why SQL Server is given one more. What that is called sequence. We'll cover this later. Sequence. No. This is declared at the time of creating the table. Okay. Then understood now? Then okay. Select start from customer. Now, so this is the output. Then, so 100A, 101B, 102C. Got it? Now, okay. Now, see, I given a difference between delete and truncate. What is the difference? Delete will not reset identity. Truncate will reset identity. Let's see what the difference is. 1 second. So now what is the latest value? Customer ID, like your identity. What is the latest value? 102. Latest is 102. Yes or no? Then suppose what I'm doing is, so let's delete from customer. What I'm doing? I'm deleting bus. What happens? All the rows are deleted or not? Yes, all rows are deleted. 3 rows affected. Okay. Next, after this, I'm inserting a row. Insert into customer name values. Suppose K. For example, I'm inserting a row. Now one row inserted. One row inserted. Now tell me what ID. Okay. So what will be the ID? Huh? What the last value is 102. So you deleted all the rows. Next inserted the new row. What value is generated for this new row? 103 na 100. Let's see. Select start from customer. Select start from customer. You see this. What is 103? That means delete will reset identity or will not reset identity. Will not reset identity. In case of delete, identity is reset or not reset. Not reset. Sir, understood? Okay, na? Then identity is not reset. Yes. Next, suppose, for example, after this, then what I'm doing is I'm truncating the table. What? Truncate. Truncate table. What's that? Customer. So customer table is what? Truncated. Commands completed. Now empty or not? Yes, table is empty. Now again I'm insert a new record. I'll insert the new record. When you insert the new record, so what value is generated for customer ID? 104 or 100. Now see this, select start from customer. What is 100? So that's why truncate will reset identity. Understood now? In case of delete, identity is not reset, but in case of truncate, identity is what's it? Reset. Okay, then. Okay, next. So then same thing. Suppose delete from what's it? Customer. Next, insert new row. Insert into customer. Customer ID. Customer ID. Sorry, customer name. Customer name. Value something K. Then if you see the table, what will be the ID? Huh? 103. 103 D. Okay. Then next. Here also, then suppose what? Then next. After this, what's that? Truncate. Truncate table what? Customer. Customer table is truncated. Insert new record into table. Customer name. Next one. Values. Something. Suppose B. Whatever. Next. If you see the table, what will be the data? 100. 100 B. Sir, okay? After delete, it is not reset. After truncate, it is reset. Okay? Then that's the, okay na? Then so how to generate the values per field? Then how to generate the values in SQL? How to generate the values per ID field? Then identity by using identity. Okay? Then next. Suppose here sometimes what they ask like suppose after delete identity is reset or not reset or not reset. But what they ask, bus, I want to reset identity. I want to start from 100. No, no, not truncate. I want to delete only. I want to delete. After delete, I want to reset this identity. But actually, it is not reset. Yes or no? But I want to reset identity after delete. So understood now? After delete SQL server, it will not reset identity, but I want to reset identity. Then, you understood? Then see how to reset this identity manually. Sir, what is the latest value? Huh? Suppose, let's see. Then what is the latest value of the identity? Select start from what's that? Customer. Select start from customer. What is the latest value? 103. But see, what I'm doing is delete from what's that? Customer. So I'm deleting all the rows from customer. Now table is what's that? Empty. Yes or no? But I want to. So if you insert a new record, what will be the customer ID? 104. But I want to start from 100. You understood now? Actually, it is not reset, but I want to reset. Then how to reset identity manually? How to reset the identity manually? To reset the identity manually, we use one command dbcc check what's that ident. What the table is customer. Then you have to say reset. Then what's that 99. So dbcc check ident customer reset 99. Okay, then understood. So check identity. Next one, which table? Customer table. Reset means restart. Restart what's that? 99. So now identity is reset to what? 99. So next time you insert the data, na? So what it takes 99 plus increment. What the increment? 1. 99 plus 1. Then what value it generates? 100. So let's see once again. Execute this command. When you execute this command, then now insert the row into table. insert into what's that? Customer what? Name, values, suppose something. Okay, then suppose some Q. I'm inserting a new record into table. After inserting the new record into table, see the table, select start from customer. What it is started from? 100. Sir, understood now? Huh? Understood? Then, sir, here actually how to reset the identity manually. To reset the identity manually, execute this command. What that is? dbcc. But once again, actually after delete it is reset or not reset? Not reset, but I want to reset. Then if you want to reset, then execute this command. What? dbcc check ident customer reset what's that? 99. And then what happens? Next time when you insert the new record, then it takes what's that? 99 plus increment by. What is the increment by? 1. 99 plus 1. Then what value it generates? 100. Okay. Understood? That's 100. Okay. Na? Then next. So then how to what? Reset what's that? Identity what? Manually. How to reset identity manually? dbcc what? Check ident. Then so what is the syntax is? Table name. Table name. Next one, reset. Next one, value. So example, then example what? dbcc check ident. Then table name is what? Customer. Next one, reset. Suppose if you want to start from 100, then give 99. You want to start from 200, then 199. Understood? Then then so what is dbcc? dbcc what's it stands for? dbcc stands for, okay, database what's it? Console commands. dbcc stands for database console commands. Then so what is dbcc means? dbcc means database what? Console commands. Okay, then sir, it is not reset. After delete, it is not reset, but you want to reset, then execute this command. That's all. Nothing. There is no. Okay. Then clear. That's all. You understood? Huh? Then so if any field, you want to generate the values automatically, they declare that field with what's that? Identity. But you cannot declare identity for character fields. You can declare identity only for numeric fields. You cannot declare it for character fields. Suppose, for example, create table what? Create table student. Suppose student what's that? ID integer. Student name varchar of 10. Next what? Identity. Suppose I'm declaring identity for student name. Then this gives error. Identity column S name must be of data type what? Integer, big integer, small integer, tiny int, decimal or numeric with scale of 0. Okay, na? Understood? Are clear or not? Then so it allowed for only what fields? Numeric fields. It is not allowed for what? Character fields. Okay. Then that's all. So next. Then sir, here SQL is not only for SQL. SQL is not only for database operations. Creating the table, storing the data, updating the data, deleting the data, display the data. It is not only for operations, basic operations. SQL is one of the best language to process the data. Okay, na? SQL is one of the best one to process what? Data. Data stored in tables. SQL is the best language. If data is stored in database tables, SQL is the best language to process the data. Okay. Then to process the data, the various options are given. Okay. Now the various features there in SQL. Built-in functions in what are the built-in functions in SQL Server? Okay. Then so then built-in functions in SQL Server. So in every language maximum, every language comes with functions. Okay. Then so what for to process what's the data? Okay. So SQL also comes with number of functions to process the data. Okay. So like suppose if you go to some C language, there is a function called pow. Okay. What this calculates? This calculates power. You pass 3 comma 2. This function returns what's that 9. There is a function called sqrt. You pass 16. Then what it just calculates? Square root. What is the square root is 4. Okay. Then so what are these? There are what built-in functions. Like that number of functions are there in what's that SQL. Okay. Then so but how you define a function? How you define a function? How you define a function? So this function is taking two values, calculates power, returns one value. This function takes two values, calculates power, returns one value. This function takes one value, calculates square root, returns one value. So what is the general definition of function? A function, what? A function, what's that? Accepts some input, performs some, okay, performs some calculation and returns one value. Returns one value. Function takes some input, performs some calculation, returns one value. Okay, then. So it is taking two values, calculates power, returns one value. This function takes one value, calculates square root, returns one value. So every function takes some input, performs some calculation, returns one value. Okay, then. So what are the different types of functions in what SQL Server? What are the types of functions? So one is what date functions. Another one what's a character functions. Another one what numeric functions. Next one conversion functions. Fifth one special functions. Sixth one analytical functions. Seventh one okay aggregate functions. Aggregate aggregate functions. That's it. Date, character, numeric, conversion, special, analytical, what? Aggregate. So what are these? The different types of functions in SQL Server. Date functions, character functions, numeric, conversion, special, analytical, aggregate. Okay, then now. So these functions are for what? These functions are for date calculation. These functions are for date calculation and character functions for character string manipulation, numeric functions to number calculation, conversion functions to convert one data type to another data type, special functions. Next one analytical functions, they are used for analysis. They are used for analysis to analyze the data. Then this is what aggregate functions, aggregate calculations. Okay, then so what are this? So then in this, like first we'll see what date functions. Okay, then so in different projects, different functions are important. So if you go to banking projects, dates are most important because in banking, most of the calculations are based on what dates, EMI calculation, interest amount calculation, maximum calculations based on what dates. So dates are most important. Okay, then. What? Okay, now then. Now let's see. First one, date. In this one function is there. What is that function is? Get date. There is a function called get date. Function comes with parenthesis, brackets. Okay, na? Get date. So what is get date returns? Get date returns what's it? Current date. Current date and time. Current date, time and ms, milliseconds. Date, time and what's it? Milliseconds. You want to test it. If you want to test display, how to display? Select query will display. Yes or no? Then if you want to see something, select right select query. I want to see get date returns what. So call this get date function in select. Call this get date function in what's it? Select get date. If it says select get date, then it will show what then. So you write get date, select get date. Select get date means so it will show get date function output. What is the get date function output? This one. Okay, na? What is this is? What is this is? This is what's that? Date. What is this is? Time. What is this is? Milliseconds. Date, time, and milliseconds. Okay, then next. Oh, fraction, seconds fraction. Okay, na? Then next. That's all. Nothing more than this. So get date in our programs, in our queries. If you want to refer today's date, then get date. Use get date. Next. One is there. What is that is called? Date part. Date part. What is this date part? This date part returns what? Then this function. So returns what? Part of the date. Function returns what? Part of the date. So what is date contains what part? This is year part. What is this is month. This is day. This is hour. This is minutes. This is seconds. This is milliseconds. If you want to get part of the date, then use date part. So how to use this date part? Date part. First one is what's that? Interval. Second one is what? Date. Okay. First argument. See, you take for example pow function. Pow function takes 3 comma 2. What is this 3 and 2 are called? Huh? 3 and 2. 3 and 2 are called function arguments. Function arguments, function parameters. They are called function arguments and function parameters. Pow function takes how many? Pow function takes how many? 2. So it takes 2 parameters. Like that, date part also takes how many? 2. First parameter is interval. Second parameter is what's that? Date. Mhm. Okay, boss. No. Placement batch, don't write your names. Okay, na? Then placement batch, don't write then. Oh. So date part function takes what? 2. First one is interval. Second one is date. Suppose example, select what? Date part. Select date part then. So I give the interval YY. If you give the interval YY means you are asking year. You're asking what? Year. Year. From which date? From which date you want year? Suppose I'm passing get date. Sir, first one is what? Interval. Second one is what? Date. What is the date? Get date. So what you are asking? From get date you are asking year part. From get date you are asking the year part. What is the year part? 2024. Yes or no? Okay, na? Then. So asking the year part from get date. Now let's say Then month. What is the month? Huh? Month is what? 8. So 08 or 8, whatever. Next one. DD. Day part. What is the date part? 29. Okay. Then next one. So DW. Then day of the week. Day of the week. DW means this is day of the month. This is day of the week. What is the day of the week? Day of the week. Day of the week is today is what? Thursday. Thursday number is 5. Sunday number is 1. Saturday number is 7. Sunday is 1. Saturday 7. Sunday 1. Monday 2. Tuesday 3. Wednesday 4. Thursday 5. Friday 6. Saturday 7. So today is Thursday. What is the number is 5. Next one. D dy. Dy means day of the year. So this is DD means day of the month. Any number between 1 to 31. What this is? This is it returns any number between 1 to 7. Day of the year, any number between 1 to 365 or 366, like that. It gives the any number between this range. Okay. Then day of the year. So what is today? What is the day of the year? What is day of the year? Hmm? Out of 365 days, today's number is what? So January, how many days completed? Huh? 31. Feb, how many days? 29. Okay, na? Feb. March, 31. April, 30. June, May 31. June, 30. July, 31. August, 29. Today, August month is not completed, na? Then 29. Yes or no? Then now see this. What is this? Is 242. What is the day of the year? 242. So out of 360 days, 365 days, today's number is 242nd day. Okay, na? Then understood? Next. If you say HH, then our part. What it returns is our part. So what is this is 12. Next one. MI, then returns what's that? Minutes. Minutes 11. SS returns what? Seconds. Maybe 20 something. Just leave it. What is seconds? Next one. QQ. Then Q returns what? Quarter. Quarter. So this is August month. Okay, na? So here January to March is what? First quarter. January to March. April, May, June is what? Second quarter. And July, August, September is what? Third quarter. October, November, December is what? Fourth quarter. October to December is fourth quarter. Now tell me, what is today? What is today? Third quarter. This is third quarter. So this returns any number between 1 to 4. Because year divided into 4 quarters. Yes or no? Then. Understood? Then. So let's see. For example, then I want to test. So date part. Date part, what's that? YY. Then what? Height date. Date part YY height date. Then, sorry, not height date. What? Get date. Get date. Okay. So then execute this. 20. 24. Next one. Suppose month, then month is 8. Next one, day, DD. So 29, DW, day of the week, 5. Today is 5. DY, D, what's that? Y, day of the year, 242. Yes. Next one, HH, then returns what? Hour part. Next one, MI returns what? Minutes. SS returns what? Seconds. Okay, seconds. Next one. Suppose what? Ah, Q, Q, QQ. Then returns what? Quarter. So third quarter. Understood? Then. So these are the what? What are these? All these are called date intervals. They are called date intervals. So Y, month, day, they are all date intervals. Okay. Then. So suppose, for example, then, for example, I want to display employee name, next one, year of join. Sir, I don't want to, you see the employee table. If you see the table, select start from what's that? Employee. But we drop put the table now. Huh? Yes or no? Yes. Create the table. Create the table. How? Then go to what? Okay, na? Then already script is there. Create table script is there, na? Execute that script. So then go to this one. Okay. Then so then sir, SQL Server demo tables. The script is already there. The script is what's it? Already the script is there. Create table script. So create table. Next one, insert command. The script is there. So whenever you want the table, just execute the script. When the script is executed, tables are what's it? Created. Okay, we don't need to type the command, create table command. The script is already there. Execute the script. So copy the script. So paste it here. Paste the script. And then what? One row affected. Yes or no? Then. So let's see the table. How many rows inserted? Let's see the table. Select star from EMP. How many rows inserted? 14 rows. See that 14 rows, because that script contains how many insert commands? 14 insert command. Each insert command creates one row. So total how many rows are created? 14 rows. But here, what is this is hide date. What is hide date contains? Join date. Employee join date. So which day employee join? Yes. But I don't want to see complete date. I don't want to see complete date. Okay. I want to see what's it? What I want to see? I want to see year of join. Sometimes suppose date of birth is there, but they don't want complete date of birth. They want year of birth. They want only what's it? Year of birth. Similarly, I don't want to see the complete date. I just want to see only year. Which year the employee joined. And then how to write the query? Select what? E-name, comma. Then what? Date part. Because he's asking year, na. Then you have to find out how to get the year from hide date. So actual table contains hide date. Date. From date, I want only the year part. Then how to get the year part? So whenever you want to get part of the date, then you have to use what? Date part function. So date part. Then what do you want? Year. Then how to get the year? YY. From which date? Hide date. Hide date. Then say as year from EMP. So what is this query will show? This query will show what's it? This query will show what? Year. What this query will show? This query will show year from hide date. Okay. Then now let's see. So execute this. He joined in 80s. He joined in 81, 81, 81. It's not showing the complete date. It is showing only the year part. Okay. Then understood now? Then. But suppose what is my query is I want to see the employees joined in, display the employees. I want to display employees joined in, okay, na? Then joined in 1980, 1983, 1985. I want to see employee joined in 3 years. Then I don't want all the employees data. I want to see employees who are joined in 3 years. Then how to write it? Select what's that? Start from, select start from EMP where date part. Okay, na? Sir, here I'm not asking all the employees. I'm asking particular employees. Then whenever you want particular employees, you have to apply where condition. Your condition is based on what? Condition is based on what, sir? Year. Year. Then year must be equal to this three. Yes or no? Then year. Year equals to 80, 83, 85. Yes or no? Year. Suppose year. Then year, 1 year multiple multiple. Multiple means you have to use in. If I give single year, you can use equal to. Multiple, you have to use in. What this is? 1980, 1983, 1985. Yes, 1985. Then so 1985. Yes or no? Then so year equals to 80, 83, 85. Yes. Now one second, sir. Year is not there in the table. What is there in the table? Sir, year is not there. What is there in the table? Height date. From height date, get the year. How to get the year? Date part. YY comma what? Height date. That's it. So date part YY comma height date. What it this gives? This gives what, sir? Year. Year equals to 80, 83, 85. Then display. Understood? Then. So this query will show who are joined in pre. So 80, 83, but 85, no. Why? Because there is no employee joined in what? 85. Understood? Sir, here in this example, condition based on year. Condition based on year. So then that's why. So extract the year part from height date. How to get the year part, date part? Okay. That's all. Sometimes conditions based on what's that? Year. Sometimes conditions based on month. Sometimes conditions based on day, like that. So next, suppose I'll ask, for example, display employees joined in leap year. Then I want to see what joined in leap year. Then huh? What? Huh? What is the condition? Hmm? What is the condition? Select star from EMP where what? Huh? Uh, Divide year with what? 4. Divide year with 4. Remainder is 0. Divide year with 4. Remainder is 0. Then it is leap year. Yes or no? But how to get the remainder? What is the operator to get the remainder? Modulus, percentage. Year modulus 4 equal to 0. Year modulus 4 equal to 0. What is the meaning? Divide year with what? 4. Remainder is 0. Then. But year is not there. What is there? Height date is there. From height date, get the year part. How to get the year? Date part. Date part what? YY comma what, sir? Height date. So what this is doing? Dividing the year with what, sir? 4. Checking the remainder. Understood? Then. So what this gives? Who are joined in what's that? Leap year. Check. Anyone is there? Yes. 1980. Maybe 1980 is a leap year. Okay. Then. Now, suppose I'll ask, for example, I want to see employees joined in what's it? January, April, December months. Then, huh? Who are joined in these 3 months? Then, so how to get the data? Then, so now condition based on what? Now condition based on month. Then, comma I did in Jan, April, December. Sorry, here, once again. First, check date part returns what? Date part comma, what's her get date? Suppose this returns month from get date. What it returns? Month number or month name? Month number. Date part function always returns month number. So you cannot use month names. You are using month names, not allowed. Then what? Month number. What is that? 1 comma 4 comma 12. In question is asking January, April, December. But here you should not write January, April, December. You have to write 1, 4, 12. 1 means January, 4 means okay, April, 12 means December. This query will show then. So who are joined in this 3 months. Okay, na? So Jan, okay, then Jan, December, April. Clear? Then. Okay. Next. Suppose, for example, I want to see the employees joined in second quarter of 1981 year. Huh? I want to see the employees joined in second quarter of 1981. Then what? Select what's that star from EMP where then what second quarter of 1981. What year equals to what? Year. Year equals to 1981 and quarter equals to what? Quarter equals to 2. Year equals to 81, quarter equals to 2. That's all. Yes or no? Second quarter of 1981 means year equal to 81, quarter equals to 2. How to get the year? Huh? Date part. Date part what? YY comma what's it? I date. How to get the quarter? Date part. Then QQ comma what? I date equals to 2. So if both conditions are satisfied, year equals to 81, quarter equals to 2. Okay, then now let's run this query. And this query will show only 3, 81, 81, 81. April, May, June is second quarter or not? Yes. So it is showing who are joined in second quarter of 81. Okay, then next. Okay, so what is this is? This is date part. So what it is giving is part of the date. Similarly, there is one, what is that is called date name. There is a call what? Date name. So what is date name is same like date part. Similar to date part. Similar to date part. Use it to get part of the date. Same like date part, but small difference is there between date part and date name. Okay, then. So the difference is there in what's that? The difference is there in only two intervals. One interval is another one DW. The difference is there in only two. Remaining all same. Date part, date name is same, but difference is there in only these two intervals. Okay. So let's take what? Date part. Suppose, tell me, month returns what? You take today's date. Consider today's date. Returns what? Sir, date is today's date. Returns what? 8. Returns 8, na? Next one. Suppose date name. Date name with returns what, sir? August. That's all. So this returns month number, but this returns what? Month name. Next one. What is this DW returns? Day of the week. What is today? Thursday. What is the Thursday number is 5. But what is this returns is? This returns what, sir? Thursday. That's name. It returns what, sir? Name. It returns number. If you want number, use date part. If you want name, use date name. Okay, that's all. So you want to test, then see, select what you want to test it. Select date part. Select date part. Then date name. Then suppose DW. What's that? Get date. Then you see this Thursday. He joined on Thursday. Okay. Next one. Suppose Then what is month? August. Can date part returns numbers, but date name returns name. What I want to show which employee joined on which day. Okay, first employee joined on which day, second employee joined on which day, third employee joined on which day, like that. Then day, Sunday na, Monday na, Tuesday na, like this. Then tell me how you write. Select what? E name, comma, E name. What is asking is day. Then how to get the day? Date name. Date name, then DW. Next, hide date. Hide date, then as what? Day from EMP. So this will show day. This will show the day. Okay, every employee, what's her day? Day of the week. So first employee joined on Wednesday, second employee joined on Friday, next Sunday, Thursday, Monday, like this. So what it is showing? It is showing what's her? The employees join day. Okay, then. So it is showing every employee day. Understood? Then next. But I don't want to see all the employees. Suppose display employees joined on Sunday. Then what? Display the employee joined on Sunday. Then what? So previous query, then displaying all. I don't want to see all. I want to see only the employee joined on Sunday. Then where what day equal to Sunday? If day is Sunday, then select. Then how to write? Date name. Next one DW. Next one I date equal to what's that? Sunday. If this condition true, then selected. If day is Sunday, then selected. So this query will show what joined on Sunday. There is an employee joined on Sunday. What? He joined on Sunday. Okay, na? But in the output, it's not showing the Sunday. Why? In the output, it's not showing the Sunday. Why? Because we are not displaying what we are selecting. Selecting star from EMP means selecting all the columns from EMP table. Selecting all columns from EMP table. Yes or no? So in EMP table, day is there or not there? Not there. That's why it is not showing. Sir, you are not selecting bars. If you want to see something, you have to select. If you select, it will show. If you don't select, it will not show. Okay, na? Then. So you are selecting start from EMP means it will show all the columns of EMP table. But it's not showing all the rows. It is showing only the rows joined on Sunday. Then there are 14 employees. It is not showing all 14 employees data. It is showing only one employee's data. Why? Because there is only one employee joined on Sunday. Okay, then understood. Next. Then suppose I'll ask Sunday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. Then what joined on Saturday, Sunday? Then what? In instead of equal to what? In Saturday, Sunday. Saturday, comma Sunday. Understood? Then next. Suppose one question asked like this. What is that is? Write a query. Write a query to display which day India got independence. Write a query to display which day India got independence. Simple. Yes or no? Then query to display which day India got independence. Then, but how you want to know today's day? How you want to know today is Sunday na Monday na? Then tell me what date, name, date, name. What DW? Then get date, get date. Then what it this gives? Today's day. Today is Sunday na Monday na. Today is what? Thursday. But it's not asking today. It's asking independent. Then what date you have to pass? Independence date. So write the independence in single quotes. Then what's that? 1947 08 what's that? 15. Okay. Then so what it returns is independence date, day of the week. If you pass get date, then get date day. If you pass 1947, this particular date day. What the day is Friday. Understood? Then. So what I want to tell you is not only get date, not only hide date, any date you can pass. Any date. Any date you can pass. That's so this query will return. So this particular date falls on which day?